Hello?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you. I thought I called to find out if maybe you wanted to go to Mom and Dad's tomb together. And to be honest, I thought it might be a good excuse to get...
You'll have to speak up, I'm bleeding.
I need to see you, Marcus. I'm in big trouble.
What are you talking about, Lucas? What happened?
I can't
I
really
like
talk
how
about
he's
it on
like
the
bobbing a
telephone.
bit,
It's
but the
serious,
phone's
Marcus.
staying
I'll meet
perfect
you
in space.
half an hour at the park.
See you there.
Our brother's a priest, by the way, so that gets good. Let's just listen to the messages, you know.
Yesterday at 7:30 p.m. Lucas, it's...
Nope, can't hear you anymore. I'm in the bathroom. Let's bandage up these wounds.
My arms are covered in blood. I need to take a shower before I dress my wounds.
You know, yeah, we've been bleeding all night already. It's not gonna matter if we bleed a little bit longer. Appropriate response, probably. I'd be a little bit stressed if I saw the man I murdered in the mirror like that. So, you know, David Cage is this way, where he's the only developer I know who feels the need to show you every time the characters take a shower or use the bathroom. Because you kind of just assume that that's happening, right? No, he likes to show you that it's happening, just in case you were unsure. Did Lucas take those pants off? Nah, just showered in them. It's fine, you know. Now let's bandage the wounds, go through the whole thing. Immersion. You're being immersed in the character's train of thought right now. There's even a handy little dial that tells you exactly how stressed you should be to match how stressed the character is. Look at that. Now he looks like he's ready to go and fight people in the streets. And just like that, we're not stressed anymore. We're merely tense. Yep, just give it a once over. You never know what might be hiding in that washing machine, am I right? Now we can go get dressed. Actually, aren't the bloody clothes right here? Yes, they are. You know. We're going through flashbacks of this for a while. This is like our 5th flashback in 5 minutes.
The clothes that I was wearing last night, they're covered in blood. I better not leave them there.
Yeah, that can come back to bite you later. The washing machine. Ah. It's a good thing we just checked it for traps a second ago. We'll not get surprised while we're putting our sweater in there. Just like that, the evidence fucking gone. Alright, wonderful. Let's go get dressed and meet our brother in the park. I like how snappy the door is. Yeah, you can just kind of like kill yourself in this scene. It's very awkward, honestly. And then the game like laughs at you as well. It's like, oh, you dumbass, I said not to do it. I like how you can quantify exactly how stressful a traumatic memory is. That's a solid 5 points gone off right there. This is a very futuristic computer over here, isn't it? It's got no monitor, it's just projected holographically. Alright, so look at how much of a fucking loser Lucas is, right? Look at that. What's we got in the mail today? You have no new messages. Well, fine, I'll go fuck myself. Video games notch up new victims. The investigation into the carnage at the Chicago high school, fuck, how topical, has made significant progress over the last few days. Several dozen violent video games were found in the room of the 2 adolescent killers. I wonder what event this is referencing. The investigators are in no doubt the link with the killings. These video games are extremely violent. Easily influenced adolescents try to reproduce the same scenes in real life. A policeman is reported to have said. Several associations have already announced that they are going to demand a law forbidding all video games for players under the age of 18. The responsibility of the arms dealer who sold them the weapons is not in question. The problem is not the availability of weapons, declared a spokesman for the National Gun Owners Syndicate. Every American citizen has the right to buy and bear firearms. The real problem is those video games. They are a veritable threat to our youth. By the way, this is a game that was developed in... David Cage is a Frenchman. So, you know, he takes a fairly dim opinion on America as a whole, which is, I think, quite warranted, honestly. Hey, the cat's here now. So there's kind of this ongoing thing that the weather is kind of fucked up lately. That's a thing. Keep that in mind. The ultimatum delivered to the new Pakistani government ends today at 1700. I was going to say 1500. I don't know. I'm dyslexic or something. Yesterday in Islamabad, that's not an actual place, right? Islamabad, the new president announced to a crowd of more than 200,000 people that he has no intention of standing down. He again accused the American government of trying to acquire control of the oil fields recently discussed. Can you tell what David Cage's political stances might be? In the region of Gilgit, in the northern part of the country. John Ackerman, the American president, highlighted the importance of a democratic regime in Pakistan in the interests of American security. American troops are on standby at the frontier, and 5 aircraft carriers have been stationed off the coast of Pakistan for several weeks. He announced that he is determined not to let atomic weapons fall into the hands of fundamentalists. How very political of you, David. So, now that we've done that, you know, murdered a man, bandaged up my wrist, sat down, read the news, as you do. Now I'm gonna go get dressed, meet my priest brother in the park, and maybe get into some sick kung fu fights later. Just your average day in New York City, I'm sure. I'm just gonna wear the exact same outfit that I wore yesterday, you know, when I murdered the man.
New York police, please open the door.
Get ready. This is how you do the QTEs, or quick time, Little Simon Says things.
Put your hands in the air.
These images in my head. I must be losing my mind.
And that's your tip, that if you don't do something about these situations...
Sheets are full of blood. I can't go back to bed. I'm
Not,
not tired anyway.
not really the consideration, my friend. It's more about, yeah, don't take the sheets off
This
or
will hide the
anything.
blood in case anyone comes in the room.
Maybe...
Change their sheets later.
You could just take them off the bed right now. It's not exactly a cumbersome activity, but I guess that'd just be too forward-thinking of you.
Thus spoke Zarathustra by Nietzsche. I've read it so many times I know half of it by heart.
Ah, yeah. Oh, fuck, I've read fucking Nietzsche about 1,000 times before I go to bed as well. You know, just your average human activity. David Cage, I suspect, is actually a robot. And, if you play enough of his games, you kinda start to see that. Yeah, close the window. Fucking nature, am I right?
After what happened last night, I'm not really in the mood to play the guitar.
Now's the perfect time, Lucas. Oh, look, it's the crow. Hey there. Remember when we murdered that dude? Wasn't that just the coolest? Fine, be that way, asshole. It's symbolic. Alright, that was fun. And now... well, we can't do this yet.
I'm in no condition. My forearms still hurt.
You were bleeding all night, so that's fair enough. So, like, what kind of asshole does this as well with their chairs, right? Just, like, puts them up like that? For my door? This key? Never. We gotta pad our stats a little bit before we go out, because we're still a little stressed right now. So first, we're gonna do that. You know, that's how an average human being drinks milk out of one of those things, yeah. Never actually made contact either, you know, it's fine. That's alright. If you drink some milk, that'll undo that childhood trauma from earlier. It's a perfect equilibrium.
They've come to arrest me.
Definitely true. Fortunately, we've already taken care of every possible situation. Hold on, let me just confirm it's the police.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
Yep, that's definitely the police.
Can't let them find any evidence linking me to last night. I've got a couple seconds to hide everything before I get the door.
You got more like a good minute, honestly, but let's open the door anyway. We're good to go.
This is the New York police. I must
calm the fuck down. It's been 5 seconds, my dude.
Are you Lucas Kane?
Yes.
Mr. Kane, the neighbors heard yelling from your apartment. Is there a problem?
It was me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was me. I cut myself on some broken glass, and I freaked out a little. Fortunately, it wasn't a really big deal.
Would it be all right if I took a little look around your apartment?
You got a warrant? You a cop? You know you gotta tell me if you're a
Whatever.
cop, right?
Go ahead.
What happened to your wrist, sir?
I just told you.
I told you I had a stupid accident with some broken glass.
Holy cow. When you cut yourself, you go all the way, don't you?
Yep. Alright. That's all good. Yep. There's that. It's a pretty shitty apartment you got. Hope you don't mind if I come look over in this reason. Let me just size up the door a little bit. You never know what it might pull. Yep, that's a bed, alright. It's so
Thank
nice.
you for your cooperation. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You know how it is. With everything that's been going on, we prefer to be careful.
I understand.
Go on, Mr. Kane.
It's so nice of Lucas to have bled in nice, convenient to hide locations. You notice how there's no blood anywhere in his apartment except on the bed and his clothes? Man, that'd be inconvenient if we had to bust out the mop real quick. We know how bad Lucas is at that one. Alright. Let's read the newspaper, actually, before we go.
Massacre in East End restaurant. An especially horrible murder was committed last night in the restroom of a local restaurant.
It wasn't really a
Killer
massacre.
is a man in his 30s of average height with brown hair. Police are already searching for the man and will be releasing a composite sketch in the next few days.
You know, carnage, massacre. Seems a little sensationalist for one dude dead in the bathroom, but hey, we gotta sell the newspaper somehow, am I right? Good job, team. The police don't suspect a thing. Now we get to choose. We can go to Carl or we can go to Lucas. We're gonna stick with Lucas, because we're kind of in the middle of his business right now.
When Marcus and I were kids, we were inseparable. He's the one who took care of me after our parents died. We kind of grew apart after he became a priest. But he's still the only person I really trust. The only one who might believe that I had nothing to do with all this mess.
Hey bro, I know we kind of fell out of touch and all, you know, we haven't seen each other for years, but just so you know, I like murdered a dude in a restaurant yesterday. I didn't want to do it, trust me, the crow made me do it. So if you could kind of like maybe hide me in the church basement for a few weeks, I'd be really appreciative. Yo buddy, you want to talk about it?
Looks homeless. Poor guy. In this freezing cold.
He looks more than homeless, he looks dead. Maybe you wanna just make sure? No? I mean, we did murder a dude, who do we care, right? How would we care? Hey dude.
Happy to see you. I missed you. It's been a while.
2 years.
So tell me what's happened, Lucas.
Well,
Killed a man, Marcus. It happened
it's been 2 years.
It's like
Killed
I
a
was
guy.
Possessed in a sort of trance, like I was a puppet on a string.
Oh,
I
is
saw
that
what I
so,
was doing, but I was powerless
Lucas?
to stop it.
Beep, 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 beep.
I can't believe this, Lucas. Tell me that it wasn't you. You're not capable of something like that.
Ah!
This murder. Exactly how did it happen?
Well, after work last night, I stopped at a little diner to get something to eat. I read a book at my table, I think. And after, it's just a black hole. I don't remember anything. Right up until I found myself in the toilets with a knife in my hand.
Maybe we should talk about this somewhere a little bit more private. There's like dudes over there, you know?
And there's this, too.
You cut your wrists?
Yeah, I was bleeding all night, but you know.
I carved these
I'm a
symbols on
clotter.
my arms with a knife. I don't know if they mean anything.
You say that you were in a sort of a trance. What do you mean by that? You talking about magic? Or sorcery? Or something like that?
Marcus, I don't have an explanation. I'm just telling you what happened, that's all. I'm only certain about one thing. I'm not the one who really killed that man.
Yeah, that woman walking by is like,
Who else have you told all of this to?
No one. You're the only person that I can
well,
trust.
and that guy over there, and that homeless dude, and that
Something
woman.
else you need to know. I know this sounds crazy, but after the murder, I had these...
That's the
premonitions.
least of it.
I was seeing things that
Wait till you see what
happened.
Lucas can do later.
While I was doing this horrible thing, I saw something, or rather someone.
Was somebody else there with you?
No, it was like a sort of vision. I saw a man in the middle of hundreds of candles, and there was this...
Well, like
little girl.
dozens.
What happened to me, Marcus? What am I supposed to do now? You know me better than anyone, Marcus. Help me.
He hasn't seen you in 2 years, dude.
Lucas, I'm a bit lost here. This whole story is just so bizarre.
Yeah.
Maybe you need some professional help. Most cases of possession are known to actually stem from psychiatric...
Marcus, I don't have a psychiatric problem. I'm not crazy.
I am a priest, Lucas. The fact that
You
have
did
taken a
cut
life
symbols into your
is a
arms in a
very serious
trance and see
I told you that it
visions.
wasn't me, Marcus.
So sound a little off.
All these years and nothing's changed. You still never listen to me.
My dude,
matter. Lucas,
you just told this man you
don't ask
killed
me
a
for the
man.
choice between my faith and my brother.
I'm not a murderer, Marcus.
That woman's
You're
just
the
doing
only
laps
person I can
now,
trust.
like,
I'm
let's see if
just
we can get a little
asking you to
more
believe
here.
me.
Very well. I'll do whatever I can for you, but I can't do anything that goes against my beliefs.
You know, like aiding a murderer.
Look, I need to get some answers. I'll call you.
Here. You need this more than I do.
Look at that nice cinematic
You
shot.
know that I don't believe in all that.
Don't be an asshole. Yeah.
Thanks.
We've learned we have lives now, but miles before any actual combat's occurred. Maybe I can use my powers for good instead of evil.
He's gonna slip on the ice. I've got to stop him. The cop in the restaurant. If I don't do something, the child will die. If I do something, the cop will recognize me. What am I gonna do?
Well, I'm not an animal, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go save the kid. This is, yep, one of these boys. Notice how the cops don't feel too inclined to rush over or anything, you know? Not really sure which ones it is I need to be
Lost
pushing.
consciousness.
Yeah, he sunk like a fucking rock.
Get back up before I run out of air.
Goddamn childhood obesity. He just fucking sunk straight to the bottom of the lake and conked his head. You know how it is. Classic falling into the ice story right there. Maybe he hit his head on the ice, to be fair, I suppose. Look at how much time you got. Oh, just flop him right over the edge. He's good. Oh, we're out. Cop's gonna help? Nah. Nah. That guy looks like he's got it under control. Alright, now. Give her a listen. You want...
Heart. No longer beating. Shh. Quick, maybe it's not too late. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1,
Great.
2, 3.
Great.
1, 2, 3.
Great.
1, 2, 3.
Great.
1, 2, 3.
CPR is so easy. Look at that! He's good as new. CPR is so powerful.
Patrol 324. Kid just fell into the water. Send an ambulance
I
right
just
away.
witnessed Jesus Christ revive this child. He was dead, heart stopped. He just did some CPR, immediately got back up like nothing ever happened.
The cop recognized
Healed
me.
all his wounds.
We both knew it. It's hard to say why he didn't turn me in. Maybe he decided I was even. I had taken a life and given one back. Nothing really changed for me. I was still wanted for murder by the police. But when I left that park, I knew I could look myself in the mirror again without cringing.
Just restored life to that child.
I've got this really bad
Cured his head
habit.
wound. Started his
Once I
heart.
start
He's got
working on a
back up
case, I
again.
can't think about anything
Oh,
else.
fuck. That was a bit chilly in there.
Exhausted, I haven't gotten a wink of sleep all night. Something's bothering me about this murder, but I just can't seem to put my finger on what it is.
Maybe it's the fact your partner pissed on the crime scene. Fuck, I didn't put my gloves on before I fingered the knife. God damn. Classic rookie mistake right there.
Hi, caller. How you doing today?
Hello, Judge
Judge.
Dredd.
Not too bad. Is Tyler here yet?
No, not that I know of.
So, ready for that big retirement?
Working on it.
Look at these big ominous machines that you have to go through. He's even got a camera right on the top of it. This is what your average police station looks like. Alright, well, let's go investigate some murders. You know, we did such a good job last night. I'm sure we'll continue on our streak.